Take it away, my friend.
Well, so welcome everybody. I am so excited everybody is here and everybody's pulling for one of my dearest places, Puerto Rico. Um, so like when I was asked, okay, what was my vision, my hope for this world, and how was I working towards that in my English class? I thought, oh, well, in a large way, you are all my vision, hope for the world. Educators from around the world making things happen, bringing hope to a world that needs it. Because the truth is, the globe is shrinking. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me tell you about my journey toward, do I have access? Yeah, good. Becoming the superhero. Um, as you know, some of you know that I'm a bit older than I look, a lot older than I look. As a fifth generation New Yorker, American who grew up bilingual, speaking English and Ecuadorian Spanish, I bet you that's a good one that you didn't expect. Y'all probably thought I spoke Chinese. Nope, I I don't. But I grew up in a very diverse world, being a New Yorker. Um, a world, though, filled with a lot of hate and some serious ethno-cultural bias. And yet, despite what I grew up in, um, this is what classrooms looked like back then when I was young. There was very little diversity in the better schools. And the other schools, well, the diversity was higher, but the level of education was basically ignored and looked down upon. My memories of this world and schools were filled with war, ethno bias, and a lot of violence. As time went on, I realized that much of the fears and misguidance regarding ethno and cultural diversity was grounded in a serious lack of knowledge and understanding because we're always afraid of what we don't know. But this is what classrooms look like today. We are much more diverse, and it is so much more imperative that we move on and overcome these fears and misgivings regarding our small differences, because the truth is the similarities are so much more. So how? It occurred to me as an educator who specialized in teaching academics through the arts that I had the perfect toolkit to expose students from a very young age to the many cultures and ethnicities that they will encounter as this globe is slowly shrinking. I began introducing different arts, music, dance, dramas from various cultures so my students could connect with them on a deeper level. I let them interact by sharing different foods, stories, customs, so they could see that they were not so different from other cultures. I later became an expert in TESOL when I returned to school to get my MA, to help me with my learners who were mostly non-English speakers. After many years teaching in the universities, I went back to working with young children. I became a literary reading specialist in a local school because, one, I love books, and two, well, when we open a book, we open a door that lights a child's way to a magical world. And isn't that what my vision of the world is, that we all live in peace with knowledge and understanding. Children can be and are so much more than we give them credit for. And they really are our future. When I choose the books that I share, I try to introduce the many different cultures and similarities in ideas and holidays and customs. For example, yesterday was Chinese New Year, which, when you think about it, everybody doesn't even know what that is. But when it is the other New Year's celebrations for other cultures, I like to share books about these traditions too. For example, American New Year, or Rosh Hashanah, or Diwali, or Chinese New Year's. They all have similar ideas, similar customs. And then it shows the children, again, that we are different, yet we are very, very much the same. I share books on other children from other cultures. Again, the children learn that we are different, yet the same. We are all human. I hope by enlightening a mind, one child at a time, it will have a ripple effect and bring massive change around the world. The best part is, because I am so old, I have lived to see some of my children grow up and go on to do amazing things in the world. And when they tell me, it's because they remember everything I taught them. I know that in a small way, I became a superhero. So, what makes you a superhero? Be that superhero. What better hero than there is than a teacher who shares a vision with their students? Share your world and vision with your students. You would be surprised how wonderful they can be. As Christy Marie Sheldon says, be extraordinary in every thought, word, and deed. And remember, great things can happen when we all stand together. So donate today. Be a helper. Be the superhero. Help our fellow teachers, educators, our fellow humans in Puerto Rico. It is a very important thing to do. Go to bit.ly ELT4PR and donate today, guys. And if you want to know more about me, I teach a class in Mastering the Art of Reading Aloud, and you're more than welcome. Just go to my site and find out more about it. And I think we got it in within the 10.
Really?
That's awesome. Thanks.
Already?
That's great.
Do you think I ever go over the 10? Never.
Never.
10 and 10, baby.
Okay.
Donate today, guys.
Great.
Be the superhero. We need more superheroes. What better than educators who are the best superheroes in the world?
Mm-hmm. Thanks for being a superhero, Judy.
Thank you.
It's fantastic.
It's great to see everybody.
Thanks, Judy.